So if not exams, then what? If not by making them sit in front of us, then how can we ensure their learnabilities? Dear parents, we are discussing about how to enhance and ensure that the studies that our children are doing in their schools as well as at home is maximized so that it helps them in their career path as well. We operate with a basic understanding that each individual comes with their own specific traits. These traits are personality as well as learning. So the 4 types of learning that I'm talking about in this video is read and write type learning, visual learning, auditory learning, and kinesthetic learning. And once again, let me repeat, each of us have a different type, have a different preference. Some of the students may really like to sit with a pen and paper, table and chair setting, properly want to write down what they have learned. They may be really good at making notes also. These are the kids who are really good at read and write type learning. What is the next type of learning preference? It could be auditory learning. Some of the children or even individuals, even adults as well, may really prefer to discuss, may want to listen. They may not really be too much talkative, but they may ask a lot of questions. They may not really be too much interested in writing notes. In fact, my child only despises the act of writing constantly. He would prefer to ask a lot of questions. And he would be happy if I could answer his questions, but he would not really be interested in writing them down. What does this give me as a parent an idea? Maybe my child is really good at listening and retaining the knowledge given to him through speech. This is auditory learning. Now moving forward to visual learning. You may have seen some children naturally preferring to sit in the front rows of the class. Why is that so? Or maybe some children also really good at making sketches, making diagrams, or even if they are speaking, even adults also do this. Even if when they are speaking, they may just have a pen and paper in front of them. Whatever they are speaking, they are also writing about it or probably drawing a sketch around it. They may be speaking anything. I just met a person who is a formal, who is wearing a formal attire. And they may probably just end up drawing a sketch of a person, however bad that may be. They may want to really give picture to their thoughts. They may have picture memory. In fact, they've got a very beautiful tendency, and that tendency is they may be able to recall which section of the page they may have written something peculiar. When they want to recall it, they may just go back to those pages and they may be able to find it out very easily. The last and the most interesting part, in my opinion, is kinesthetic learning. These are the kids who really want to put their hands into the stuff. They want to work with the ways of whatever is being told to them. So if there is a concept told to them, they would want to, see that happening through their eyes. They may want to hear, touch and see everything in the form of an experiment, something like a practical thing to do. Which is why we stress a lot in the schools about whatever has been taught in the theory, whether it is science or commerce subjects. Find out it's practical or the society or in the laboratory. See it happening in front of you and you are a kinesthetic learner. But if you're sufficiently scoring without these practicals, then the kinesthetic learning tendency is not too much substantial in you. But try to understand, if a child is scoring really good after doing practicals and experiments, then they have a good amount of kinesthetic learning tendencies. So with this basic understanding, I have tried to explain that we should respect each individual's method of learning and not just get arrested in the domain of exams, in the area of scores, or in the race of coming at the top in the class. That is not the right yardstick to gauge the child's learnability.